What is up, you legends? Welcome back to the channel where we watch movies so you don't have to risk your sanity. Today, we are diving into a film that is basically John Wick if he was a 60-year-old grandpa living in the wilderness of Finland during World War II. Forget pencils. This guy kills people with a rusty pickaxe and pure rage. If you think your grandpa is tough because he walks to school uphill both ways, wait until you meet Grandpa Gold Digger. This man is the definition of immortal. And he is about to teach a whole platoon of Nazis why you never, ever touch a man's dog or his retirement fund. We are looking at a movie that is absolute ket, elent, straight fire, violence, and zero laws of physics. Let's get TKing Chayan down to business. The story drops us into 1944, deep in the desolate landscapes of Lapland. The war is ending, the Nazis are retreating, and they are adopting a scorched earth policy, which basically means they are burning everything like toxic exes, destroying your hoodie collection. Amidst this chaos, we meet our protagonist, Grandpa Gold Digger. He looks like he hasn't showered since 1930. His face is tougher than leather, and he's out there washing dirt in the middle of nowhere. He's got a horse and a cute dog, living that peaceful off-the-grid life. And then BXT Angchab Bajia. Surprise, old lady. He actually finds gold, and not just a few nuggets. He hits the jackpot. He finds a vein of gold so thick it looks like a chocolate bar wrapper. Grandpa is ecstatic. He packs up his loot, ready to ride into the sunset, cash out, and probably buy the entire country of Finland. But because this is an action movie and not a documentary about happy retirees, trouble shows up immediately. He runs into a convoy of Nazis led by Commander Scarface. These guys are dirty, mean, and looking for trouble. They see Grandpa and think he's just some random NPC non-player character they can bully. At first, they let him pass just to mock him, but then the trailing soldiers spot the gold. Their eyes turn into dollar signs, and they decide to rob him. Big mistake. Huge. They decide to mess with his dog and threaten him in a split second. Grandpa switches from senile old man to top one server assassin. A soldier tries to shoot him, and before the bullet even leaves the chamber, Grandpa throws his knife straight through the guy's skull. It's brutal. It's fast. It's outtrend outplaying everyone. He jumps off his horse, dodges bullets, and essentially dismantles the entire squad using his pickaxe and their own weapons. It's a gore. Commander Scarface hears the gunshots, turns around, and sees his men have been BAMO deleted in the most horrific ways possible. He realizes this isn't just a minor, this is a demon. They find his ID tag and realize who he is. He's a legendary commando known as the Immortal. The lore drops. This guy isn't unkillable because he has superpowers. He's unkillable because he literally refuses to die. He's the physical embodiment of Sisu, a Finnish word for grit that makes diamond look soft. The Nazis, being greedy idiots, decide to chase him anyway. They want that gold dot. The chase leads them into a minefield. Most people would freeze, but Grandpa, he just keeps walking. When the Nazis corner him, he picks up a rock and casually tosses it onto a mine. Boom, smoke everywhere. In the confusion, he uses the explosions as cover. He literally steps on a landmine, realizes it, and instead of exploding, he waits for a Nazi to get close and throws the mine at him like a frisbee. It is absolutely GD over the top. The Nazis are blowing up left and right, legs flying everywhere. And Grandpa is just sprinting through the chaos like he's on a morning jog. But the outtrend, moments don't stop there. The Nazis drive him to the edge of a river. Grandpa and his horse have to jump. Sadly, the horse gets shot, ripped to the real MVP, but Grandpa dives in. Commander Scarface sends a boat and guys to hunt him underwater. Now, this next scene is where the movie goes full logic has left the chat. Grandpa is hiding on the riverbed, running out of air. Does he surface? No. He grabs a Nazi diver, slits his throat, and I kid you not, inhales the air bubbles coming out of the guy's open neck. He uses the enemy as a human oxygen tank. That is the most metal KHT elent thing I have ever seen. Survival skills, 1000 tenths. Eventually, the numbers game catches up to him. The Nazis capture him, or so they think. They decide to hang him from a signpost to mock him and steal his gold. They take his dog too, which is the ultimate sin. They leave him hanging there to die. But remember, he refuses to die. In a scene that will make you cringe, Grandpa finds a piece of rebar sticking out of the concrete. He swings his body and impales his own open wound onto the metal spike to support his weight so he doesn't choke. He hangs there all night, bleeding, angry, and plotting murder. A passing German plane lands nearby for repairs. Grandpa manages to free himself, kills the pilots, and patches up his own wounds using, wait for it, gasoline and wire. He performs surgery on himself in the dirt. No anesthesia, just pure rage. He then hijacks a truck and catches up to the convoy. Here comes the girl power moment. The convoy is transporting a group of female prisoners. Grandpa catches up, jumps on the truck, and kills the guards. He hands the weapons to the women. These ladies have been through hell, and they are ready to dish it back. The movie turns into a chaotic revenge party. The women, armed with machine guns, start blasting the Nazis. They turn the convoy into Swiss cheese. It's glorious. They drive the tank, they shoot the soldiers, and they look absolutely fierce doing it. Meanwhile, Grandpa is hunting the boss. He chases the tank, destroys it with a pickaxe. Yes, he breaks a tank track with a pickaxe, physics who, and then realizes Commander Scarface is escaping on a transport plane with the gold. Does Grandpa give up? No. He uses his pickaxe to hook onto the plane as it takes off. He is literally dangling outside a plane in midair. The final boss fight happens inside the crashing plane. Gravity is going crazy, boxes of gold are flying everywhere, and Grandpa and Scarface are throwing hands. Scarface thinks he has the upper hand with a gun, but Grandpa has a bomb. He hooks the bomb to a strap, attaches it to the bomb bay door, and drops the bomb along with the entire plane straight to hell. The plane crashes into a swamp. The Nazis are all baying out, the gold is scattered in the mud, and rising from the wreckage like a zombie that forgot to decompose is Grandpa. He's battered, broken, missing a few teeth, but he is alive. He finds his dog, who is safe, thank God, collects his gold, and starts walking. The final scene is pure comedy gold. Grandpa walks into a bank in the war-torn city of Helsinki. He looks like a swamp monster. He slams 2 heavy bags of gold onto the counter. The teller, terrified and confused, asks what he wants to do. Grandpa, with the most serious face, says, "Cash it out, and give me large bills. They are lighter to carry." Boom. Credits roll. This movie is a masterpiece of violence and simplicity. It teaches us one very important lesson. Do not steal from a Finnish grandpa and leave his dog alone. It is top 1 server in terms of satisfying action. That is the recap for today, guys. If you enjoyed watching Nazis get destroyed by a pickaxe, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel so you don't pay Mao from our community, and hit the bell for notifications. What would you do if you found that much gold? I'd probably buy a bunker. Let me know in the comments. See you in the next one. Stay savage.